salvation.
It looks like this area has been closed off.
9 p.m.
And I see the order has dispatched their Inquisitor to the crime scene. You should ask him about the situation.
We need to solve this case quickly. Luxarian is the city of divine light, yet it has seen the murder of 3 girls in 3 days. The people seem to be growing fearful. If you find out anything at all, I'd be anxious to hear it. There are similarities among the victims. They have all been young women, and all of them had rose-colored hair. Yes, just the same shade as yours. You may also become a target of the killers. I urge you to be careful.
The horror continues. Another victim has been discovered. I knew the latest victim. She was a leading member of the Order clergy. She'd been a rising star, destined to become the next High Priestess. But then she retired suddenly for reasons of health, or so it was said. And then this.
For your safety and security, the public safety officer.
The Order has locked the area down. Looks like you're stuck there until they've made progress in the investigation.
It can't be. Damn it, it's not like him to be late. But what if... No, couldn't be that.
Something wrong? Not about those murders, is it?
God, no. At least I hope not. You see, it's the end of my shift, and I'm waiting for my replacement, but he hasn't shown. He's been late before, but never as bad as this.
You're starting to worry, right?
He likes to make out he's a tough guy, but he isn't at all, frankly. His name's Holmes. If you run into him, do me a favor, will you? Tell him Thornton's worried and needs to go home.
All right. If I see anyone in uniform wandering around where they're not supposed to be, I'll talk to them.
The evil savior will die at the hands of the Shadow Hunter. It's certainly an arresting statement. I'd heard of the Shadow Hunter once before, from a guest that was staying here at the hotel. The same guest told me he's the head of that band of fanatics. But I don't know who he really is, or was. At any rate, it's hardly surprising that people think those Etro fanatics are behind this recent string of murders. But is this man they call the Shadow Hunter the one pulling their strings?
The Inquisitor will definitely be very interested in this information. Why not talk to a few more people?
Good heavens. This has become quite the predicament. Those messages say that the Shadow Hunter will kill the Savior. Sounds pretty, I don't know, prophetic, right? If you believe what you hear around town, it seems that the children of Etro have an Oracle Drive. That's a rare thing. They say Oracle Drives are mysterious devices that can let you see the very future. The Heretic's prophecy. I can't even imagine what it must show. But apparently it's enough to drive them to murder. An Oracle Drive that lets you...
The Order operates the regional transportation system. It's the city's lifeblood. The trains stopping at this station carry people and bring goods from Yusnan.
I always said those people would cause trouble. And I was right. Every night I can see them, those weirdos in their white cloaks sneaking around the streets. Whenever I see white, I think, ugh, heretic. If there's one thing I know, that wicked Shadow Hunter, he's the ringleader of the heretics. Those fanatics are growing bold. Nowadays, there's always a gang of them in the plaza in front of the station. It's as if they are meeting to go someplace else. Speaking of which, it's usually around this time they start to show up.
That was a valuable witness statement.
For your safety,
I'm pretty sure the Inquisitor can use the
the
information.
Transportation Office has directed all trains to suspend operations.
No one, absolutely
Thank
no
you for
one
your
doubts that the
understanding.
people behind the killings are those heretics. The Order is conducting its inquisitions based on that assumption. The Etro fanatics who worship the goddess of death are all over the place. Just look for the sinister groups huddled together, dressed head to toe in white. It may mean nothing, but some people have witnessed the Etro heretics using the public phone near the graveyard. Furtive conversations in the streets. Prowling the city at night. It makes you wonder what they're up to.
The Inquisitor will definitely be very interested in this information. Why not talk to a few more people?
No trains are operating now.
Who else could it be? It has to be them, right? So there's this place called the Forsaken Graveyard outside the city. You know it? What I've heard is that a bunch of people wearing white cloaks gather there every night. They're heretics who worship the goddess Etro. You know what I saw? Heretics carrying an unconscious girl. It scared me to death. Maybe it was just the dummy that they threw off the tower. Or maybe it was the murdered girl herself.
That was a valuable witness statement. I'm pretty sure the Inquisitor can use the information.
The inns aren't open? The culprit's still out there, isn't he?
You have to obey the order, I suppose. But over those centuries, there has been
experts have... Thank you for your help earlier. What's that? You have more information for me. Interesting. I had been putting together a picture of the plot, but I was still missing important pieces. Not anymore. Thanks to your information, we have a good idea of what happened. I think the culprits must be hiding somewhere close. We'll have to keep the blockades in place.
So these heretics, they believe in the goddess, right? Are they all bad people, or just some of them? Those heretics are always hanging around here, you know. They're easy to spot. They wear white clothes and huddle together muttering stuff about oracles. You know, they always stare at any women that go by. Do you think they're picking out their next sacrifice? Pretty scary, huh? I'm scared.
That was a valuable witness statement. I'm pretty sure the Inquisitor can use the information.
Our investigation is progressing rapidly. Soon we can lift the blockade.
Lives lost to the chaos will never return.
You should cooperate with the investigation.
Wait a minute. I don't know anything about the Shadow Hunter, I swear to God.
I didn't mention any Shadow Hunter, but thanks for the tip. Who is he?
Don't tell me you don't know about the Shadow Hunter. Lord of luxurious Shadow World, hero to the little folk, king of the Warren. Although it's not like I've actually met him myself. Yeah, sure, so I told everyone the Hunter and I are close, but come on, it was just talk. I never thought anything like this would happen. Damn it, I know I shouldn't have been bragging about how me and the Shadow Hunter were best pals. What if the Elders believed I'm in tight with a savior-murdering nutjob? I saw you coming and I got scared. I figured you were with them, you know, the Inquisitors.
That's vital information. Good work, Light. At this rate, you'll solve the murder in no time.
Disciples, blessed are those who know his name. Blessed are those who have been touched by his divine.
You work at the station, don't you? Your fellow attendants worried about you.
Oh no, is it time for my shift already? I completely lost track of time. Look, can I trust you? I saw who did it. You know, the people who threw the dummy off the clock tower? I got scared, so I've been laying low. I can't go to the station. That's where they'll look for me.
You were there? What did you see exactly? You have to tell me.
I don't have to do anything. But if you can protect me from those people and get me to the station, I'll tell you all about it. Get me to the station, and then I'll talk.
Lightning. The Savior can use God's own holy power. With it, you can even manipulate the flow of time.
How can anyone control time?
With a special ability called chronostasis, it has limits, but you can slow time. It's just one of the miracles brought about by God's great might. But be warned, you cannot use it again and again. Only use it when it will count the most.
Holmes, you're safe. I was so worried about you, I could barely concentrate on my duties.
Sorry, boss. I saw what happened over where they found the girl. I guess I just panicked. I don't know why I got so scared. I'm sorry I let you down. It won't happen again.
Never mind, I'm just glad to see you're safe. Guess I never told you. Well, years ago, one of my colleagues was killed by a monster. I was afraid the same thing had happened to you. I panicked and asked this lady for help.
I can't believe no one told me that when I took this job. But anyway, sorry for the trouble, boss. From now on, I swear to you, I'm never going to be late. I mean, what if your heart gave out or something with worry? Can't have that on my conscience.
A true friend that cares. Maybe that's enough to save a soul.
Well, a deal's a deal. You got me here safe and sound, and so I'm going to tell you exactly what I saw. It was the children of Etro. They tossed the dummy off the tower. I really wanted to tell the Inquisitors what I saw. Honestly, I did. But I was afraid those heretics might find out and make me their next victim.
So the culprits are the children of Etro? But what's their objective? What could they be after?
Let's find out. Once the gates are opened, I'll try tailing them. Discreetly. It'll be the easiest way to find their hideout. I'll talk to the Inquisitors. Hopefully get these gates open.
Thank you for your understanding.
Very, very fishy. What am I talking about?
I'm talking about the strange man I saw, lurking in the shadows. In fact, I've seen him a few times these last few days. He doesn't just lurk. I've seen him talk to the goddess believers who gather here. That's strange, right? When he realized I was staring at him, he melted into the shadows and disappeared. But with the Order's lockdown, he can't have gone very far. He can stay low, but he's got to come out of hiding. If we all keep our eyes peeled, we'll spot him eventually.
The Inquisitors should know the heretics are involved. We need those gates unlocked as soon as possible. We have our own work to do, remember?
Now is the time.
It's such a relief knowing that young Holmes is safe. I know the end of the world is coming soon, but that's no reason to give up in the here and now.
Damn. This is bad. Maybe I should turn myself in. Sure, I'll tell you what I did. Did you see the dummy with the rose-colored hair that they hung from the clock tower? Well, I was the one who made the wig. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those crazies. I just made it on commission is all. Ugh, when the sun goes down, this place fills up with them heretics. You know 'em, creepy lot, dressed in white. They call themselves the Children of Etro. One of them put in an order for a wig and I made it, that's all. Don't worry, I ain't gonna run anywhere. I'm gonna turn myself in, and soon. Maybe them heretics don't like me knowing what I know. Maybe they want to clean up loose ends. I'm safer with the Order.
In recent days, the Etro fanatics, those unspeakable heretics who reject the Order, have been gathering brazenly on street corners. They're a sinister bunch, clad in stark white cloaks. I just overheard one of them say something very interesting. It went something like, if we kill the Savior, the prophecy will come true. Now, all the victims to date have been women. Could there be a connection? Are they trying to hunt the Savior? I wonder if I should tell the Inquisitor this information. It might be important.
That's sexy. When the final bell tolls, the Earth will be destroyed, and the world will be reborn.
It looks as though the Children of Etro are involved in the incident. The Inquisitor needs to know about this possibility. I think you should tell him, don't you?
All entrances to the North Station area
Looks
have
like
been
time's up here. The blockade on the
For
area
your
has been
safety
lifted.
and security,
So they believe that the Children of Etro are the culprits. The Children are a cult that worships the goddess of death. Do you see anyone suspicious in the area? Find the goddess's disciples and then try to follow them. It may be our best chance to stop the murders.
Is she a heretic?
Light, wait here for now. Look around for any... You need to follow... Light, careful! They see you. Make sure you stay hidden in the shadows.
This broadcast is brought to you by the Public Morals Office of the Order of Salvation. It is now midnight. Please pray. Thank God, who in his wisdom will build up the new world.
Eyes to the future. I need more time. Let's do it. Time can't be stopped. What's up now? Savior's got a job. I need more time. You surprised? We'll all be reborn. Death is everywhere.
A new world.
Don't get too close, Light. Make sure you follow them from a distance or they're bound to spot you. Be discreet.
You want to be saved. The end is close. What's done is done. You can't run now. Death is everywhere.
They're not fools. They'll be able to make out any... Light, careful! They see you. Make sure you stay hidden in the shadows.
Everyone, be careful!
Whoa! Light, careful! They see you. Light, I'm detecting monsters. The heretics are on the move. You need to follow them discreetly and figure out where they're headed.
Thanks for coming. Come again. Light, careful! They see you. Make sure you stay hidden in the shadows.
I suppose they think they're acting as if prophecy tells them. What kind of future
The evil savior will die at the hands of the Shadow Hunter? I sure don't like the sound of that. When they say savior, do you think...
It's me, alright. It has to be. But who's the Shadow Hunter?
I don't know. Right now, no one else does either. The information's incomplete at best. But the Order thinks he could be the leader of the heretics.
So if the Shadow Hunter leads the cult, does that mean he's also behind the murders?
Light, careful! They see you. Make sure you stay hidden in the shadows.
Pocolina! Hi, I sense you want to talk about something. Ask away. Is it about this message board? Or something more important, like my beauty regimen?
I want to talk to you. I think that you have it backwards.
Oh, don't be such a silly Sahagin. Everyone wants to talk to me, especially since I've been put in charge of this.
The message board?
It's not just an ordinary message board. It's called the Canvas of Prayers, and it's magical. An ancient spell has been cast on it, and now it can show people's hopes and dreams. For example, you know how people wish on stars, or by throwing coins into a fountain? I know you've done it too, even though you'd never admit it. This board collects prayers from all over the world, from all sorts of people, and makes them appear as words.
You mean anyone can come here and read them?
Just you. It's written in a mythical language. To anyone other than yourself, it looks like a jumble of nonsense. Now don't just take my word for it. Why don't you take a look? See if you can't read everyone's humble little wishes. You did a fantastical job, Lightning! That was fantabulously impressive. This is a little something for my very, very best friend who likes to help those in need. Oh yes, of course, I mean you.
Light, careful! They see you. Make sure you stay hidden in the shadows.
Did the prophecy reveal all this? The coming of the Savior and the schemes of the
Good food will cure all your ails.
Stay out of sight and see what they're up to. Do you see anything you can hide behind?
Show that you are one of us.
In the forest of darkness, chaos holds sway. To the goddess of death, these numbers I say. 7891.
The rites are beginning. Make haste.
See that? I think I just found my invitation to the party.
Yeah, so when the phone rings, you have to give them a 4-digit code. Simple, if you have the numbers.
Right. Simple. So any bright ideas about how to do that? I mean, considering you're doling out advice.
Head back to town and see what you can uncover. The Heretical cult, the so-called Children of Etro, are behind the murders. They become increasingly visible in the city. Judging by the tone of their message, they view the Savior as their enemy. What I don't understand is why they would target you. You're here to save souls and guide them to a new world. Why wouldn't they want that?
It's not that clear-cut. To some, God's savior looks as much a murderer as these maniacs do. I'm not surprised they're afraid.
Don't worry. Even if the world hates you, I'll always be by your side, Light. What do you want to do? Will you go looking for that code?
The children of Etro are gathering now. They'll be out of my reach until they're done with their business.
It seems like a waste to just wait here until then. Why not get out of the city for a while?
Might as well. This won't take long. Look down. You won't steal our future. There's not much time left. I won't waste it.
Yes, your time is the most precious thing you have now. How you use these few days may decide the very fate of the world. It looks like the monorail is up and running. If you hop aboard, you can quickly get anywhere in this world. And there's another station on the south side of Luxarian.
Those heretics believe in some...
Feel like dying. You won't steal our future.
I can't believe it. I just dropped it. now I'll never ever see it again.
Did you lose something? What was it?
I lost my carbuncle doll. It was the prettiest green color. It was an antique. It was my favorite doll in the entire world.
Chin up. It has to be somewhere. If you search hard enough, you'll be able to find it.
I know where it is. The chaos took it away from me. Anything the chaos touches just disappears and you never see it again.
Just because you can't see something, it doesn't mean it's gone. In fact, there might be a way to get it back.
Really? I don't believe you.
All right, then I'll find it for you and prove it. You're looking for a green carbuncle doll, is that right? In this dying world, all the children have lived for centuries without growing old. Being alive for so long has stripped them of many things, including their naivete and hope.
Are you a traveler? I can tell you about all of the places our fine monorail goes to. Is there any area you're interested in visiting? Well, come talk to me anytime.
Trains departing from the North Station are express to Yusnan. Passengers wishing to travel to the Wildlands or Dead Dunes should board trains departing from the South Station. The Yusnan train is now arriving.
City, but underneath it's got rotten dirt like anywhere else.
This can't be happening! You wanna play? Death is everywhere. Close. Eyes to the future. The end is close. want to be saved. Final words?